Hi, this is Sir David. Hello to my many friends throughout the world. I told you, I have 165 countries. There's a lot of people that just hate me. But that's okay. I'm hiding in a closet. They'll never find me. GPS can't pick me up in here. The Danites can't. They can find anybody. There's no reason to hide from Danites. They're perfect at finding people. But as long as I last, I'll keep recording. The day they cut my throat or the day they cut my bowels out, another day. Anyway, here's what I want to talk about. I have never seen this before. Now, I've been in the church, like I said, a half a century, 50 years, and I think I've only gone to maybe one or two temple dedications, because you just walk through the temple and you see everything stripped down, basically. There's nobody there, and there's no cult things going on. They have their altars and their curtain, but they cover up the veil so you can't see the markings on the veil. But be that as it may, I've been in Nauvoo before the temple was built. They have a new temple, the Mormons in Nauvoo. And I saw the old Nauvoo temple, as I remember. Mormons, please correct me if I'm wrong, and you will. I think it went, well, number one, excuse me, I know it wasn't completed. And number two, it was hit by lightning and burned. And so the Mormons, I think they did a few baptisms in it, and that was about it. And it reminds me of the South Jordan temple here in Salt Lake. The angel Moroni was hit by lightning, and it turned him black. So the Mormon church put a great big hoist up there and hauled the black Moroni down. It goes, holy shit, we can't have a black man up there. Anyway, lightning seems to hit the churches quite often in the Mormon church. Anyway, I saw the new temple dedication of the Nauvoo temple. You know, as a matter of fact, God, I think I was still in the church, because I remember sitting in the stake center with my family, and they have closed TV in the LDS church, just like they have closed temples, closed signs, secret tokens and symbols. Everything is closed. They have closed books for their finances. But be that as it may, the Hinkster was in charge of that, as I remember, Gordon Hinckley, who never had a job in his life. I think he worked for the railroad for 1 year when he was 18 or 19. And after that, he's like Joseph. Screw this manual labor. I'll just take the money of the people. Just give me your money. Let me be your prophet. So anyway, he hit the road and became the prophet. Well, here's what I want to talk about. I'm not a real football guy. I enjoy a football game now and then, but I don't go crazy and know who's playing who and who has a broken arm and all the, you know, all the details. I just see a game on TV and I enjoy it. And I don't watch BYU because I know they'll always win because Jesus is on their side. So it's not competition. Well, anyway, I was watching a football game not too long ago, and, you know, they have traditions like the Sooners in Oklahoma. They all dress in red, and other colleges and whatever dress in certain colors. Well, I'm sitting there in my living room, and I see when they make a touchdown, they start doing this in the stands. I've seen that before. It was like deja vu. I've seen that before. And I got thinking, where the hell have I seen that before, where an entire audience waves hankies of different colors? Then I remembered, damn, it was the Nauvoo dedication. And the Hinkster, I love this, the Hinkster started this crap. And I guess the other people in the crowd knew to bring their handkerchiefs. Now, I never brought a handkerchief. I'm so old. I didn't even use handkerchiefs when I was a kid. I just let my nose run. No. Anyway, most men don't carry a handkerchief, and a lot of women don't carry handkerchiefs, so they got those somewhere. Well, I just read at on the computer here, and of course it's not true, Mormons. Anything on the computer is of the devil if it doesn't agree with you. That Walmart in Brigham City sold white handkerchiefs. They made a bundle of money off of the Mormons. I don't know what they sold them for. If it was me, I would have sold them for $100 a piece. Anyway, it had a big sign that said, if you need a white handkerchief, go see customer service. So I guess you go up to customer service and give them the old garment sign. They give you, or they sell to you. They don't give it. They give you a hanky. Well, now, after the Hinkster did this and made damn fools of the Mormons, Monson, he's a damn fool to start with, and he has continued the white hanky shake. We call it the hanky dance now. I don't know what the Mormons call it. But anyway, if you go to a Mormon dedication of a temple, or maybe other things, maybe stake centers or whatever, I'm sure this is a tradition that can spread down through the people when a baby is born. I don't know. But the point is, I saw the Hinkster do it at the Nauvoo dedication. And now I see Monson and the Brigham City dedication of the temple, the hanky shake, and I see it at football games. So what the relationship is, I don't know. And, you know, for the Mormons to do that crap is stupid. It's silly. It's like rooting at a football game. You know, they have that #1 finger that they put up, like, we're #1. Well, when are the Mormons going to put the #1 temple finger up? I mean, they say we're not in the world, or we are in the world, we're not of the world. No, they're not. Either one. They're out of this world. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Now, let me just make one last comment on the Nauvoo temple. The Hinkster, and I've told you and told you, these Mormon people smile to your face. When you turn your back, it's the knife in your back. Why in the world would the Mormon Church rebuild the Nauvoo temple? Now, I'm talking in principle. The Mormons they don't understand. They want just words, and then they want to debate the words, okay? There are 2 Mormons within 1,000 miles of that temple. Why did they rebuild it and spend those millions of dollars to rebuild the Nauvoo temple? I'll tell you why. Vengeance. They say, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. But the Mormon Church goes, no, vengeance is mine, as what Brigham Young said down there at Mountain Meadows when he went down to see the stone or whatever monument was down there. And he said to his scribe, vengeance is mine, and I've just had a little for the 120 people that he ordered massacred down in Washington County. So, they built the Nauvoo temple because they wanted to prove and to show, you're not going to get the Mormons. You will never get the Mormons. We don't care who attends the temple, whether it's the 2 people within 1,000 miles and they live in the temple doing sessions. We don't care. We want to show you we have the money and the power to put it back. You can't destroy it. You caused the lightning. No, God caused the lightning, but we own God too, so we can just pay him too, just like the $1 billion mall, $5 billion mall. So it's vengeance. It's vengeance, and the Mormons saying, you can't drive us out of anywhere now. We got more money than we can burn, and screw you. Romney will soon be president of the United States, and then you're going to see vengeance. You're going to see the blood oath back in the temple. You're going to see other states having a firing squad for capital punishments because people have to spill their blood. And we will sing, the world must atone for the blood of that man, which is a phrase in the famous Mormon songbook of praise to the man. It's not praise to Christ, it's praise to the man, who is Joseph Smith. So anyway, if you're going to go to a temple dedication, take your hanky. I will take a red one. You'll see me there. with a red one and little horns on my head, and the Mormons, slashing me, the Danites hanging, that thing that they take off stage, Be that as it may, I was there in Nauvoo, and I saw the devastation and the people's houses that they had to leave. They couldn't sell them because the neighbors knew they were moving. The neighbors just had to wait a couple of weeks or a month, and they just moved into the houses. So it was a sad time, not only for the Mormons, but for the community in Nauvoo, and the charter being pulled because Joseph Smith burned the Nauvoo Expositor, and then a few days later was killed by a mob in Carthage jail. So the Hinkster started this, okay? Now the Hinkster, I'm telling you, he spent more money than all of the prophets in the history of the world. This guy had a birthday party for himself at BYU that had to reach almost $1 million. It had to, and it was his birthday. It wasn't Jesus. It wasn't Christmas. It was the Hinkster. And then he tore down a perfectly good alumni house at BYU, which I used to go to the alumni house. I didn't go any more often than I had to. I had to have transcripts sometimes, etc. He tore the damn thing down, and he built, I think it's 3 stories, an alumni house, and it doesn't have Jesus' name on it. It has the Hinkster. Gordon Hinkster Hinckley. So he spent, I don't know, that had to be, oh Lord, that had to be probably $10 million to build that building. Now, Hoffman, what's his first name? Is it Mark Hoffman? He's down in the Utah prison because he sold the Hinkster a fake letter, the salamander letter, and the Hinkster was signing your tithing money to pay that stupid letter. And Hoffman's laughing his ass off because he's got more money down there than anyone else in the jailhouse. And the Hinkster, he had his ass burned. Jesus didn't go, whoa, whoa, wait, don't, that's a fake letter, don't buy it. So he spent $1 million. And then Hoffman blew up a bishop's wife, or a bishop, I forget which, and then he blew himself up. He had a bomb in his car, and I guess he opened the trunk and the damn thing went off and hurt some other people and himself. So anyway, throughout the world, the 165 countries, you don't know about this. This is one of the silliest things I have ever seen in my life. I can see it at a football game. They wave that number 1, and they wave that long tube thing, and they wave a lot of things to show solidarity. But the white handkerchief, well, at least if your kid throws up or you have to blow your nose, maybe you can use it later. But I've heard that a lot of the Mormons find that hanky to be sacred, and they put it at home in a safe or a box, or they hand it off to their grandchildren. So they consider that to be sacred, so the next time you see the hanky dance, you'll know what it's all about. Thanks.